the government is urging the financial institutions to commit, then they can now work on the on the nitty gritties after, and the institution are like, now we can't commit to you just like that. When we commit, we will lose our monies. And that's the reason. That's how come all this postponement and extension of deadline is happening. But another important question is that what signal does it send to the IMF and to the external or to the rest of the world and when the Ghanaian economy? It looks like if we don't get this particular debt program implemented successfully, we may not get the IMF deal. Or what happens is that the government goes ahead unilaterally to what? To either implement its take it or leave it policy, where if you don't take it, you lose all your money nonetheless. So if you don't take what we are giving you, you lose all your money. I don't think that can happen at this point again. But if this particular deal doesn't go through, IMF will not what? Come on. If IMF deal doesn't come on, it means that the Ghanaian economy is going to crash totally. How can you manage a country to a point that if someone doesn't give you money, you just crash totally? Like it doesn't help us at all. It doesn't speak good of us at all. When Nkrumah was saying the African is capable of managing his own affairs, it was this what Nkrumah was referring to. It's sometimes sad. How can you just run an economy to a point that if someone doesn't give you money, if you don't postpone your debt service payments, you have to crash? You can't come up with homegrown policies. You cannot come up with your own policies to mitigate corruption, to raise revenue, to cut expenditure, to what? To ensure that there's productivity, there's compliance. Everything is just going through like stream, going through like sometimes this Ghana, if you look at our leaders, it looks like they didn't go to the school some. Yeah? But you are those who went to the base schools outside of Ghana. The Ivy League, you are in the Ivy League, right? You went to Harvard and Co, Oxford and Co. You've been there all your lives, and yet you cannot manage the economy of Ghana just on the principle of transparency, accountability, just on the principle of prudency. You cannot even manage it. So that is where the Ghana's economists are. The ministry is hoping to what? To secure at least some consensus from these holders. Hopefully by the next deadline, which is 31st of January, by end of this month, the government is hoping that he can get some commitment from them so that he can send it to the IMF, then to foster the payment or the deal for the $3 billion deal. Remind you, the president has said that by the end of February, the deal with the IMF should be done. But the president knows that his debt exchange program is not being what assented to. People are not buying into it. Why? Because they're going to lose monies. And one of the big problems is that the government doesn't seem to be going to lose any money at all in terms of its expenditure. And that's why a lot of investors are just mad. Because I'm an investor. I'm willing to lose some of my profit, my interest, some of my principal, just to at least get something back. If I give you 100,000 now, I'm willing to even get 40,000. Let's give me about 40,000 back so that I know that I made a loss. But at least I've gotten something back. But you said you do that, you want to take everything. Then also you don't want to stop buying Gucci, you don't have to stop buying Jordan, you don't want to stop buying iPhone 14, you don't want to stop buying Land Cruisers, V8s, what do you call it? Ranges, the big cars. You don't want to stop living a lavish lifestyle. You are telling me to lose all my money for you to continue living your life. That's one of the problems. Cut down your own expenditure. Cut down the size of your government. Fight corruption within your government. This is what people are demanding from the government. Just be transparent. Like, just pretend to care that you don't want the country to go into the ground. Just come on, use this last 2 years and make sure that everything goes all right. So that we can also be sacrificing. Not that we are all sacrificing for the good of the country. But no. Why do you expect individual investors, the pensioners, the middle class to lose their investments, their monies to this particular program? Meanwhile, the government doesn't look like it's even ready to cut down even 1% of its expenditure. It doesn't make any sense. And that is one of the reasons why this bottleneck, these extensions will keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. We are still live on the Cape Cola right here on Ghana Talks Radio.